Hello and good evening and welcome to the inaugural show of InspireTalk, and it's great to have you along here tonight. This is our very first inaugural show, as I've mentioned, and we're very excited to bring this to you because this has been pretty much a vision coming together for quite a long time. And look, rather than myself waxing on lyrical about what we're doing and all the rest of it, what I want to do is introduce you to each of the hosts of InspireTalk, and collectively I think we've got a marvellous group of people. And the first one I want to bring in and introduce to is Wendy Grenfell. Wendy, welcome along this evening. Good to see you here tonight.
Great to be here. Very excited for the inaugural show and really happy to be a part of this. So yes, I am Wendy Grenfell, and I am a CEO and founder of a business school of modern leadership. So that's one of my titles. And I would also definitely consider myself an entrepreneur, which is another reason why I'm doubly excited to be here, both from the education point of view, but from the fact that I'm an entrepreneur. So put the two together, educating entrepreneurs, and that's really exciting. So yeah, really, really glad to be here.
Awesome, thanks Wendy. And what I'd like to do now is introduce Ranil Rajapaksha. Ranil, tell us a bit about yourself and all about InspireTalk for you, please.
Stuart, how are you going? Very, very excited at this inaugural launch. Yes, it took some time to get this going, and very excited. So also, hello to everybody in Google Hangout world. Very, very excited. I run a company called Radium. We basically connect advertisers to their target market online. So we actually look after advertising agency briefs. But also on top of that, there's a thread, I guess, that all of us have that's in common. And I think it's basically searching for game changers in the industry. And after a few discussions on the phone, on email, and text, and on Google Hangout, this is the inaugural that's coming together. So very excited to actually be here.
Yay.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for that, Ranil. And Federico, welcome along this evening, Federico Re. And
thanks, Stuart. Thanks, Stuart. Last but not least, look, excitement is probably one word to describe really how I feel. I feel like we've finally completed that mission to Mars, or perhaps launched that rocket to Mars. It's a dream come true for me to have this opportunity to, broadcast an online radio show with three very talented people. As far as what I do, I run a niche coaching practice in Melbourne called Creative Entrepreneur. And my services are tailored for business leaders and entrepreneurs and business owners per se, and it's all about educating them, inspiring them, and energizing them to achieve greater things and ultimately achieve their goals and aspirations in their business or profession. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur myself, and the people we have in front of us tonight are game changers, and that's the idea of the show, is to connect and learn from each other and discover really what it took to get to this point in our careers. So thanks, Stuart.
Thank you, Federico, and look, we're very excited to bring you the show this evening. My name is Stuart Harris, and I'm a sales trainer and a business coach and also personal development coach, and I run a number of programs both live and on the internet. And look, we've been working through the development of this concept collectively, all four of us, just so that we can bring you something that's going to help you to connect with what we've highlighted in our tagline, which is game changers on radio and game changers on internet. And what we want to do in a successive series over repetitive weeks is bring you really high quality people that have started off by themselves and created success through one form or another, and talk to you about how they went from zero to wherever they are today. And that by virtue of providing that information and that type of interview, the information and the bits and pieces, so you can say, hey, look, that's something I can do. That's something we can put together. I'm able to do that. I can see what possibilities are, and by putting all of that together, maybe you could do something with what you're doing as well. And Wendy, perhaps if I can come back to you, do you want to expand a little bit on that particular item?
Yeah, I would love to. If you do the research on what's the most important thing for an entrepreneur to keep going, and for an entrepreneur or a small business owner or anybody in business to keep going and be successful, it's tenacity. And I really believe, and others out there truly believe as well, you cannot have tenacity, you cannot keep going without inspiration. So that's another reason why we're called InspireTalk, because it is about inspiring entrepreneurs and small business owners and intrapreneurs, people that are working for a large organisation. It's about inspiration for them, and inspiration can come in many different shapes and forms, and our vision is to bring you inspiration in many different shapes and forms as well. So yes, tenacity number one, but you cannot have tenacity without inspiration. So hence another main reason why InspireTalk has been born.
And I completely agree with that. That's also pertaining to the concept of perseverance. And Ranil, do you want to add a little bit to what Wendy's been talking about there?
Yeah, sure. I think that's also another reason why we're starting Inspire Talk, to build a community, I think, of like-minded people. There's so many everyday heroes out there that don't really get acknowledged or recognized, and I think, you know, we all know the Bransons and, you know, the Robins and the Trumps, and, you know, the list goes on. But I think there's a lot to learn from, I guess I call them everyday heroes, and this is the platform that we'd love to, you know, put a call out to the world to basically say, if you are an entrepreneur that has gone through tough times and has gone from zero to hero, please reach out to us, because we'd love to get in touch and share your story with the world. At the end of the day, you know, there's game changers in many fields, and we don't want to limit this to any, you know, specific industry or vertical. We're just looking for, I guess, the secret sauce in many people, and hopefully the real main purpose is to share that secret sauce so others can also be successful.
Yeah, and I think you'd agree with that too, Federico. What do you say about Ranil there?
I guess I can elaborate on what Ranil is saying and add further information to the puzzle. I guess who are game changers, and the way I like to describe game changers is using a series of words. You know, pioneers, leaders, innovators, entrepreneurs, serial entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs, inventors, you know, risk takers, and pretty much anyone that's willing to challenge the status quo. And do something good for the community or for the society as a whole, or for the planet Earth. So we can learn a lot from that, from those individuals that have done something very special, very unique. I personally, you know, when I was young, starting my career, you know, I turned to, you know, inspirational stories myself. So yeah, Richard Branson was one of them. Ray Kroc from McDonald's was another one, and I turned to them for guidance in terms of, you know, what made them click, what made them pursue the impossible. You know, why did they do crazy things? And I've absorbed that in myself in my career, and now, you know, I use it as my tool or series of tools to get going and keep going, and also to coach others to pretty much do the same, because business is tough, but if you've got that tenacity that Wendy is talking about, then that's one of the key constituents to success, I guess.
Absolutely, and one of the other features that I really like about what we're doing here is the different perspective and knowledge that everyone brings to the table, and you've just had a very distinct demonstration of that process, and we are very pleased to be able to bring to you some very exciting people, and one of them is coming up in our very next event tonight, which is at 8 p.m. Australian Standard Time, and that's with Samantha Jane, and we'll be putting the link just below this video, just so that you can plug into that and join us and watch in and hear what she's got to say. She's a very exciting young lady who has created a dream for herself, and I think it's something you're going to really enjoy watching. So, look, what we're going to do is round out here now. This has been our introductory session. This is our inaugural launch of Inspire Talk. We're really pleased to launch this, and we're very excited to have you along. And please join us in our next event at 8 o'clock, and the link is just right below. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Yay. See you soon. See you on the other Hangout.